Before, after. Hey, I'm Regan Ram with Orpheus Audio Academy, and the first thing we are going to do is throw on this SSL channel here, and we're going to do some EQ and compression. If you don't have this plugin, that's totally fine. Just use any EQ, just use any compressor. I just really like using this one because all in one, it's simple and it sounds amazing. So I really like this one by Waves. If you want to grab this, I'll have a link below, an affiliate link below in the description. So the first thing we are going to do is dial in the compression over here. And so we got the ratio, so we're pulling this up to around 7, pretty high, I know. And then compressing. And then you can see I started with the big snare preset, and then I'm pretty sure I adjusted quite a bit. But this is kind of a good starting place. So compression wise, we got a pretty high ratio here of 7. And then release, we're keeping it right here. And as far as attack goes, you can, depending on your track, compare if you want a fast attack or a slow attack. I found a slow attack has more of a punch factor. The fast attack has a more brighter, snappier sound. So we can hear the difference here. So here's fast. Now that is doing a lot more compression because it's so high, the fast. I might want to turn that down to get more. And then the slow. So I thought that was a little punchier. I liked it a little better. And the threshold, I'm just setting it so we're doing about 3 to 6 dB of compression. Right, depends on your sample, but we'll now turn this off and back on. Just think it tightens things up a little bit there. And that takes us to the EQ. And what I'm doing there, this is a little controversial, but I'm doing a low pass filter. Just cutting off the super highs here to kind of make it less brittle and harsh. This is a technique that I saw my favorite artist doing, The Midnight, and they've started filtering that on their snare. So this works in my genre. Maybe your genre is different, but I really liked how that sounded. It's a little bit less brittle. Something like that. Now, before I dive into how to EQ the rest of your snare drum, I just want to share with you my free mixing checklist. You can grab this in the description below. And not only will it have everything written down that I'm sharing in this video about how to EQ your snare drum, but I also include checklists for all your other instruments on how to EQ those, how to compress your different instruments, and it even includes a step-by-step workflow on how to go about mixing your tracks so you can produce professional quality music from home faster than ever. This is completely free. You can grab it in the description below. Go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/mixing checklist. All right, so now we're going to look at EQing this, and there's 3 frequency ranges that we're going to look at boosting, and 1 we're going to look at cutting. So first off, right, using this preset here, it has it set right at 8K at the top here, and this was really good frequency to boost. So we'll just boost this as high as we want to go, as long as it still sounds good. Now on its own, right, it sounds really extreme and really like too bright. So it could be good to have kind of the rest of the track playing. The snare just goes away without it. Too extreme there. I think I like it about right there. Getting a little hot. So that's your first frequency range. Now frequency number 2 that you want to boost is around 2.5K. So let's go, that's the wrong thing. So we're going to look at 2.5 right here. And then we're just going to boost this again. It's going to give it a little bit more edge. So that kind of helps it, cut through a mix better and sound better on certain systems as well that don't have those higher frequencies. Maybe I'm crazy, but on this particular track, I feel like I want to cut this range a little bit. I'll stick with a small boost there. We'll see. Third region you want to boost is right around 200 right here. So you get that nice thick body of the snare. Nice. And then finally, a region you want to cut is around 600 to 900 hertz. So here I got that kind of right in the middle at 800. Kind of a weird boxy sound. Let's cut that a bit. And we'll go back to soloing this until we hear before and after. Ooh. Much cleaner, brighter, and more powerful. So that's our EQ and compression, and if you've gotten value from this video so far, go ahead and hit that like button to let me know this has been helpful, and go ahead and hit subscribe as well if you want more content like this. So one other thing we can do is we can add some saturation. I like to add some bit crushing to my snare. So this is the, I got a couple layers here of a top snare and a bottom. So this is the top snare. And this is the bottom. Kind of just for body and character. So top here, I'm adding a little bit of bit crushing. You can see it's pretty subtle. So this is before and after. This makes it a little bit grittier and brighter to help punch through the mix. So you don't have to do bit crushing, but some kind of saturation, adding that to your snare drum can be really cool to help give it some more character and help it cut through the mix. And then lastly, I'm going to add this enveloper tool here. So some kind of transient tool is really cool on the drums too. Here I'm boosting the attack a little bit to help it cut through more again. Before. You can hear what it's doing. Getting that click of the snare up. And if you think there's too much body too, you can like adjust that. If you want a really short snare. If you want a bigger snare, you can do something like that. In the context. Soloing it complete before and after. Well, that's how you go about mixing a snare drum. If you want to know how to mix a kick drum, then check out my video on the screen right now as I walk through the same exact process, but on a kick drum to show you exactly how to apply EQ, compression, and more to make your kick drum sound amazing, fat, punchy, and cut through the mix.